Yeah, so I think there's two things that I wanted to share about stuff that we do here that perhaps you don't have a concept for, or there hasn't been language that has been given to it. But so one of the things is, and I'll share a testimony, is a melody line. And how many people know what that is? Yeah, there we go. Okay, if you don't know what that is, if I start to sing, oh, 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 what song comes to your head? No Longer Slaves. There is something so powerful about that melody line that you start to sing and you can feel the shift in the atmosphere. You just immediately go, something's happening in the room. That is the power of melody. That is the power of sound. And, the Bible says it's the first, act of God. He says, God spoke. He said, let there be light. It's sound. So when we sing a melody line on stage and we say, sing that melody line again, we are picking something up in the atmosphere. There's something powerful on the melody line that is going to shift what's happening inside of you, shift what's happening inside of the city, whatever. There's something on it. And that's not your time to kind of disengage and kind of, oh, they're singing a melody line. No. It's like, that's where you go, there's something happening. I want to be part of that. And you sing with gusto. Okay, that's your time to go. Inhibitions out the window. That's why we switch off the lights, by the way. But that is your time. There is something so powerful. And I want to give a quick testimony about the power of melody. One of the songs that we sing at Journey is a song I wrote called Overcome when my dad was diagnosed with a very rare form of cancer. He's good, he's alive, and he's kicking. But part of that song is a melody part that goes, oh, oh, oh. And anybody who's been part of Journey for a really long time knows that every time we sing that, we never get past that. We literally can do that for about 30 minutes, and it just never happens. And the one day, I was leading that song, and I really felt like God is breaking addictions. Like I just sense in the spirit, he's breaking the power of pornography. He's breaking the power of eating disorders and drug addiction. And I started to say that, and I said, if that's you, I want you to sing this out because God has got your breakthrough. And and we sang that melody line, and it was really powerful. And 2 weeks later, this young man comes up to me and he says, listen, do you remember when you sang that song and you said that God is breaking off addictions? I'm like, yeah, that was like 2 weeks ago. He says, yeah, so listen, I have been smoking since I was like 14 years old, and I have tried desperately to give up, and I just cannot kick this habit. And he said that morning he was really going after that. And from that Sunday, that addiction was broken, and he didn't crave a single day after that, and he didn't smoke after that. That is the power of sound, that's the power of melody, and that's what we're going after. And then the second thing that I wanted to say, because Connie touched on it, is when the musicians prophesy. There is something so powerful when the musicians prophesy. Half the times, we know there's stuff happening in the atmosphere, and we're going after that. And we know that there's chains being broken. We know that things are shifting in the atmosphere. We know that financial breakthrough is being released now. And in those moments, again, don't disengage. That's the time where you go, I'm going after this. I'm going after what you have for me. I'm not going to shrink back. I'm not going to disengage. Those are the two things I wanted to share.